Sunny skies, the smell of palm trees.
Hey guys, this is Eric with AstroWorld TV, and I am, of course, here at Neaf 2025, and I have Grace here from Dwarf, where we're going to talk about this new smart telescope that they're presenting here. Grace, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Eric. And so I'm very thrilled to attend Neaf, and this is my first time to attend Neaf. Yeah,
Nice.
and I'm so happy to see all of our fellow astronomers and to demonstrate our latest generation of smart telescope, Dwarf 3. Yeah, as you can see, it has dual camera system and the telephoto lens and the wide angle lens. And it is not only for astrophotography, it can capture the daytime photography as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but what's most important that it is only weighs 3.3 pounds.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very lightweight.
Yeah, you can take it anywhere, anytime. Yeah, what you need to do, just find a good spot and point it at the sky
Yep.
and hit the power button and tap the shoot. It is
Nice.
shooting. Yeah,
Nice.
very easy to set up.
Now, how does this work as far as, do you use an Android app? Is it iOS? Is it both? Is it both Android and iOS?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is work with the iOS and Android and
Okay.
either the smartphone or tablets.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
And I also understand that this does solar.
Yes, it is on our website, and also in the US, you can find it at the Explore Scientific
Okay.
and the B&H Camera and High Point Scientific. Yeah.
Nice. And you can do solar astronomy, so you, like,
Yeah,
if you want to do the solar eclipse, or any type of solar astronomy.
Sorry, where the solar filter?
No problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a
Our
solar filter.
filters, yeah, magnetic one. You just put it here.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool. And what is the current price, the Neaf price for this?
Yeah, current price is $599.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Well, thank you. Much success. Appreciate the time, Grace, and thank you so much. And this is the Dwarf Smart Mini camera and mini telescope. So go on and check it out, guys. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hey guys, it's Eric with AstroWorld TV, and I'm here with Brendan from StarPoint Australis. So, g'day.
Howdy, how you doing?
I know, right? How you doing, man?
Yeah, good man. It's been a wild couple of days so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have wanted to see these observatories. I've seen them in Sky and Telescope and
Yep.
everything, and I really want to know a lot more about these because these are some awesome. This is an awesome idea here, man. So why don't we walk over here really quick and let's just check this stuff out.
Yeah.
So tell me about the smaller one here.
Okay, so the smaller observatory, which is the Phoenix Observatory, I'll let you in on a little bit of a secret. So everything that we name, other than a new focuser, is all after constellations.
Okay.
So the constellation of Phoenix, which is in the southern,
Southern Hemisphere. Yeah.
and the Octans, which actually holds the southern celestial pole.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
Octans and Phoenix is where that
so
came
that's
from.
where the Southern Cross is.
Yep.
Okay. Gotcha.
So down near that neck of the woods.
Yeah.
So the Phoenix was born after I had the Octans because all of my friends whom I built, originally I built it for myself.
Okay.
Then all my friends said, hey, where's mine?
Of course.
Of course. And then I moved back down into the small one because some of my friends didn't have the space to house the Octans because it is huge.
Yeah.
It's deceptively huge.
Okay.
Even the Phoenix itself is actually quite large because we can fit up to a 12-inch newt in this
Oh, wow.
with an EQ8
Nice.
and a little bit of space to travel around.
Oh, yeah. And those pieces travel around. You have your sleeping bag or whatever.
100%.
Wow.
Well, see, I sleep in the Octans all the time, so
Okay.
I get to, we have the Milky Way that comes directly over top of us.
Nice.
So I sit there and wake up and you crack an eyeball, and it's like, I tell you now, it's the best feeling.
You got some of the much better skies than we do.
Yeah, you guys have got some good
Yeah,
targets.
we got some good stuff, but I don't know.
So I designed it for myself originally, and I picked all the things that I really, really wanted
Sure.
in an observatory tent. It needed to be fast, it needed to be quick connect. I mean, I can set this up in 15 minutes
Nice.
and I'm done.
Quick.
The windshield itself, I can adjust if the wind changes, because we know that the wind changes like from the south to the east and then something crazy goes on. The next minute it's on the west.
Yes.
And I can literally jump in, and with the cam lock, one down, one up, and it's done. So within seconds, you've now got windshield again.
Nice, good.
So it's like having a full observatory dome.
Yes. Yeah.
Some of the other things that I've done is I've designed these so that the wind chases over and doesn't come in.
Okay.
Yeah, so as the wind comes up, it'll actually shear around so that I can guide in, I'll call it in your numbers, like 25, 30 mile an hour wind. I'm guiding at 0.3 RMS on a 12 inch.
On a 12 inch, you're guiding at 25 mile per hour winds at 0.3 R. Wow, that's pretty impressive.
But that's what they're made for, is so that, like we make a lot of investment to go out into these wild places, great skies.
Sure. Absolutely. This is not a cheap hobby, man.
Not a cheap hobby. Not cheap time, fuel, accommodation, all of this stuff. So that's why I built it for, because I travel, when we talk about traveling, Australia is like the size of the US, yeah? I'll travel from one end to the other just to spend 3 weeks sitting in the middle of nowhere. So I'm going to make sure that I make it count every day of the week.
Absolutely. Now, along with this, how many people, along with your scope, can this usually accommodate? With let's say like that 12 inch, or even with this ED100 here.
Yeah, so ED100. So in here, obviously we can't see there, but you can see that you could fit maybe 4 or 5 people quite comfortably.
Okay.
I mean, we can go in there and stand in there so that you can have a good view.
Let's have a quick look.
Jump on in.
And that's why he's done.
And obviously this is the smallest one. So we're running with a HEQ5 here and an ED100.
Yep.
I mean...
Yeah, and look, I'm just here.
Yeah.
I'm all the way around here. Look at this.
So, I mean, if you have a look at it, this could be working away, not a problem.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
So this is why I say this kind of stuff is that these tents are made for people. Mm-hmm. This is small.
This is a small one.
Compared to that.
Oh, man.
So in there, I can fit anywhere up to 4 scopes.
Okay.
In here, if you play your cards right, you can fit, you fit 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So 3 scopes of this kind of size, not a problem.
Mm-hmm. Nice. No, this is awesome. And where is the price points for something like this?
Well, funny question about that. Obviously, everything's going a little bit wild at the moment.
Get a little wonky now.
And we've just sold out of everything.
Oh, okay.
So it's a good problem to have.
That's a good problem to have, yeah.
It's a good problem to have. Within the next couple of weeks, I'm going to understand what that price point's going to be, but I'll tell you what the price point was for these.
Yes.
So we're looking at about $679, and that's delivered. So I warehouse in the States, over on the West Coast.
Okay.
And then you've got $879 for the big girl.
Okay.
And that's the full kit. So when we talk about that, that's the windshield, the base, and then there's a ground mat that goes under.
Nice.
So let's have a look at some of the quality of the... Well, we'll talk about the quality of the material if you want as well, because they're both the same. So there's some bits and pieces in there, but that's the floor material and the base material. So that's
nice stuff.
So 600 GSM, so it's pretty heavy, PVC coated canvas.
No, this is nice.
So you're not going to get rocks that rip through it.
No, you won't. This is durable.
Very durable.
Some durable stuff. Man.
Yep.
So,
and then you've got the wall material. So obviously the wall material is not the same, but it's a 420 denier.
Okay.
Polyurethane coated.
Okay.
It's got the silver on the outside to reject heat.
Yep.
And it's black on the inside to absorb light.
Nice.
So I can sit in here, and you've been out on the field, yeah?
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
If someone has a white light, what do you hear in about 0 seconds?
You hear a lot of freaking screaming of people.
Yeah. I can sit in.
Shut it off!
Yeah, I can sit in here with my laptop. No one will know.
Nice. No, that's important.
It's very important.
Yeah. Nice. We like our dark skies.
Oh,
we need
100%.
our dark skies.
But for us that are doing astrophotography,
yeah.
dark sight's not so important.
Yeah, no.
But making sure it's taking the photo.
Taking the photos. That's it. Yeah, we don't want the light leaks.
Do we want to jump over to the big girl?
Let's go. Absolutely.
Okay.
Wow.
So the big girl.
Holy cow, this is huge.
So this is a lot bigger, and I'm not even standing right to the edge. It's like, hello.
No, I do deep sky. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry. Yeah, we're just filming right now. So. Yeah. I'll just showing. Watch out for the camera. So, no. Here we are. Hi. So,
Back again.
Yeah, we're back. But no, this is, my God, this is huge.
So, I mean, let's have a look. We've got a 130 Apo sitting just to the side here, and you'd have to slide it over a little.
Yeah.
The little sea star is like disappearing in the corner.
Yeah, trust me, there's a sea star over here. It's nuts. It's just this little guy. You can't see the thing. It's just this big. Man, this is huge.
So in here, I literally sleep across one side.
Yeah.
So, and the cot that I've got is not a little small thing. We're talking 3 foot by, I think, at least 6 or 7 foot long.
Nice.
So it sits right along here.
Mm-hmm.
I can walk in. I've got my 12-inch on an EQ8.
Yep.
Sometimes I've got my 18-inch on the EQ8. Yeah. I have to change the way that I go. 18-inch, she's a bit big.
Yeah.
It's like a 44-gallon drum. But I just sleep along the back.
This is amazing.
You know?
This is definitely amazing.
So, and it's easy, very easy. I mean, if I give you this just to hold, I'll show you.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Yep, please.
This is how long it takes.
That's it.
And then you can move around, and you can put that here,
Yep.
and up it goes.
And then goes that way.
It goes that way. So 360 degrees.
Nice.
4 poles, seconds.
Nice. This is awesome.
So,
This is awesome.
and then you've also got the rooftop. So now we've done for the night. What do you want to do?
I wanna sleep.
You want to sleep. Blackout material.
Nice.
In the middle of the day, it's a slight red glow.
Beautiful, beautiful. Brandon, man, this is awesome stuff. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
No worries, brother.
This is good. This is good stuff.
Maybe,
Again.
maybe we'll see you down south.
Yeah,
One day.
for sure. Well, thank you again, Brandon from StarPoint Australis. And we're going to check this out again on AstroWorld TV. So stay tuned on YouTube. Thanks a lot, everybody.
See ya.
All right, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, this is Eric with AstroWorld. I'm here with Lonnie from Spectrum Optical, and we're going to talk a little bit about their company and their new offerings here at Neaf 2025. So Lonnie, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much. I'm glad that we're back in here after the fire alarm.
Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah,
That was
that was interesting having a fire alarm here and everybody's getting evacuated. And now we're back now, so
We're
it's all
back
good.
now. So basically, what we're trying to accomplish here is we realize that smart telescopes is the direction that the market's heading.
Yes.
And since this is the direction that the market's heading, most of the smart scopes out there are closed systems, meaning if you buy it, you've got what you have. What we want to do is we want to make an open system smart telescope, because we know there's a lot of people out there that have existing refractors. They've got SET tubes out there. There's a lot of people have a lot of equipment that it's starting to not have mounts for it to work with. So if you want to enter into the smart telescope world and you want to use your existing telescope, we have the ability with the harmonic drive to do this. So when you look at our system, the system is, and I'll try to get my microphone so you can hear it well.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
the system is in the camera itself. So the Wi-Fi is here, the plate solving is here, everything's here. So this is what sends the information to the mount. Now this happens to be a harmonic drive. We'll have a harmonic drive, we'll have a gear drive, and we'll also have a Mac, and then we have the tabletop version, which is the small mirror sky version. But in this situation, particularly for me, I do a lot of public outreach, and in public outreach, it's very nice to be able to show somebody a picture of an object, but you can come back over and you can say, would you like to actually look at it in an eyepiece to see what it looks like? So now you have the ability to both do the imaging and show the individual what it looks like in a camera, but yet show them the actual photons of light coming from the object.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I think this has a tremendous I think it's going to be extremely good in public outreach. But then I also see people who will go, well, you know what? I've got a really nice camera. I'm just going to go ahead and put the camera on the back of this. I'm going to let this do the work, do the guiding, do everything.
So this will do the guiding as well?
Yeah, because it does have an ST4 port on it if you want to use it as a guide camera as well. So we put a lot of versatility into the scope itself. So consider this an open system smart telescope. And that's the best way to promote it. So initially, harmonic drive, a gear drive, and then the smart telescope, and then we have the Mac that'll work with it too. So there's different options to be able to use this. But I think the way to summarize this, open system smart telescope.
Nice. So basically, in a nutshell, I can use my whatever system that I currently have.
Well,
my telescope, my OTA.
You can drop your own OTAs on these mounts, but yet have the smart telescope aspect to your telescope.
Exactly.
And for me, I worked for Celestron and Skywatcher for a long time. I have a closet full of telescopes, and when you have a closet full of telescopes, I can either put it on an LX85 drive, which, since me's no longer in business, is a coffee grinder. We'll just leave it at that. But it doesn't track very well, and it's not the mount that I'd like to put it on. And when I see this, I'm going, now I have a great mount that I can put my existing equipment on and start doing imaging. But yet the small scope, I can just take that to a dark sky site, and I can real quickly just drop it on the ground and start taking pictures, and I can post them and really have a wonderful time doing. And I think the whole thing is the user experience, that we've made it so easy now to do astronomy. It's basically turn it on, it will plate solve, and I'm calling plate solve facial recognition, which is really what it is. Once you're plate solved, you're imaging, and you do it within about 3 minutes. The only issue is you've been limited to 50 millimeter or 30 millimeter optical tube, so your quality of your imaging is going to be limited to the optical side. Now we have the option to add a much larger, higher quality piece of optics, and you can do imaging and still retain the smart scope aspect to it.
Now, as far as this mount here, this harmonic mount, this is the HX35. What is its maximum payload with and without counterweights?
Without a counterweight, you're around 14 pounds. With counterweights, you're around 30.
Okay. And this optical tube that we have here, this is actually the system here with the camera.
Is in the camera.
Is in the camera.
Is in the camera. So the Wi-Fi system and everything else is within the camera itself, and that's why when you see this, you're going to see the camera on all of our systems, because this is the system.
Got you. So, but does this scope come with the system as well?
Yes. We anything 400 millimeter focal length or less, you're going to be able to do plate solving with it. So some people, in my case, I've got an old board refractor around that I really like to try and see how it works on a board. So I'm going to be kind of a tinkerer with all of this. I'm going to try some different things. So yes, this is an initial system, but I may want to upgrade. And having the ability to even upgrade the small scope will be a huge benefit. So I see a lot of things that I'm going to be doing with this in the future that with a closed system you no longer can do. Think of the field of view. You only have one field of view. You can change this and have different fields of view if you'd like. So there's a lot of different things you can do with it.
Nice, Lonnie. This is very, very cool. And is this available now?
No. Product will start coming into the market in May. It will be with most of the U.S. and Canadian dealers. The High Point, Woodland Hills, Astronomics, there'll be a lot of dealers out there that will pick this up. And their response was extremely good. So I think that they've got a very, very valid product.
Nice. And you never know, AstroWorld Telescopes is probably most likely to be a dealer as well, so we'd be looking forward to working with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you, Lonnie, so much for your time and showing us your new system here of Spectrum instruments, Spectrum optics, rather. And we really thank you for your time here today, man.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Seriously.
Hey guys, it's Eric again from AstroWorld TV, and I'm here with Kevin from Skywatcher USA. Hey Kevin.
How you doing?
Good, thanks. What we want to talk about right now is what's going on here at Skywatcher here for Neaf 2025, so I really appreciate your time, man.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming.
So tell me a little bit about this. Is personally, I'm planning on getting one of these guys, and I've been so looking forward to it. So can you tell me a little bit about the Heliostar?
Yeah, so these are the new Heliostar 76s. This is our first introduction into solar, hydrogen alpha solar.
Okay.
Very proud of these. I've been an avid solar observer myself. I've owned a fleet of stuff. When they told us the performance of these things, it was like, you did not do that. And then they sent us one, and it's like, they did do that. Before I go any further, I have to give major chops to our engineering team. They've been working very hard, and they never, ever get the public limelight that they deserve for it. They have outdone themselves on this. If only it was freaking clear outside, we'd be able to show people all the hard work that's paid off. I think NEAC on Tuesday might be clear.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right.
So this is the 76 millimeter Heliostar. It's a 0.5 angstrom bandpass solar telescope, and
Okay.
it does actually operate at 76. It's 630 millimeter focal length. It has a 11.5 millimeter blocker, so it is ready to go for imaging. We're not going to offer different size blockers. It's just we've taken the size and we've increased it, so it's just ready to go. There's no question anymore. There's no need to double stack it at this point because it's already at 0.5, and I mean it's noticeable. And it comes with everything you need. It comes with the tube, the dovetail, the rings, the solar finder, the blocking filter, 20 millimeter eyepiece. It actually comes with a do this without looking. Cell phone adapter if you want to
Nice.
start getting into photography.
Yep.
A little clip-on sunshade, which is really nice, and then a case, and all that fits in the case, and you're ready to go.
Nice. So for someone who is like myself, a complete novice, I basically have done white filter.
Yeah.
Okay, like with my Celestron 8SE, stuff like that. So this is a good stepping point into.
You're, at 76 millimeter, you're cooking with gas on solar at that point. It's really a sweet spot. It's not too big, it's not too small, but man, does it have a lot of power.
Awesome. And you can use also maybe like a PowerMate or a Barlow with this.
It's just a typical 1.25" compression ring, so you can use your eyepieces, you can put your camera in there. The diagonal will thread off the 1.25" adapter to reveal T-threads, so you can thread the camera on. But if you're going to be using like PowerMates and all that fun stuff, then you just use the 1.25" style and just pop it in there and you're set. So.
Nice. Now, you can also get this as a bundle with the Solar Quest mount, correct?
Yeah, which is really nice. We've been selling the Solar Quest for a few years, and it's amazing how many people don't know about it. You press the button once, it does the rest. It finds it, it auto levels, it tracks. So if you're a solar observer and it's under 11 pounds, you can get one of these and one and done. You don't have to worry about anything else. It runs on 8 AA's or 12 volt if you want. Turn it on, you just let it do the work, and it's all set. But we will be kitting it with the solar Heliostar, so you can get a whole turnkey system at that point.
Now that's nice for anybody who just wants to get into solar and just wants to get started, one and done.
There's not much left that you would ever need other than a monochrome camera when you have that kit.
Nice. Now, what else can you share with me that's going on with Skywatcher? I mean, I also see over here this HAC.
So the HAC has been a big topic of discussion. We can come over there if you guys want to see.
Exactly. So, come on, folks. let's check this guy out.
So a year ago, there was a video from Japan, from Quiv, the Lazy Geek.
Yep.
About a Japanese show where they showed the HAC 125, and we had tested about 2 or 3 years prior to that being released. It was it's an interesting scope. It's got some exotic optics in it. It just had some weird quirks that made using it difficult, and we had iterated that to our engineering team, but it was still released. After Neaf last year, they did make some changes on it. I did a video with someone else here and made some comments that they weren't pleased about. But lo and behold, a few months later, they're like, hey, look at this. And they made all the changes to it.
Nice.
And then they shipped us one. And it was way more fun to use. And it was everything that you would have hoped it to be. So again, to our engineering team, amazing job with this. So now we have the HAC DX, which is now going to be available here at the mid-spring, early summer time frame. They're actually on their way right now.
Nice.
We
So are they starting pre-orders right now?
I believe so. They've already been announced. No, they are doing pre-orders because we already know that the first shipment is gone to the dealers. So sold out quickly. Now we have one here. This is nearly production. I'd say 99%. So it's a 5-inch f2. It's what's called a Honder's Advanced Catadioptric or Honder's Advanced Camera, which is a very intriguing design. It uses a Mangan mirror, which is actually a mirror that refracts and reflects light in one optical element. So it's a very interesting design. Unlike its original design with the helical in the front, the focuser is now on the back with the primary mirror. Before anybody asks, the production ones do have holes in the back to accommodate upcoming focuser brackets to motorize the focus. That's been a big question here. And our engineering team had informed us that it will be options. Now, moving the focuser to the primary mirror allows us to use the entire 16 millimeter image circle. So now you can use almost any camera that you'd like within reason. It is a 5-inch, so we have to keep in mind. And it's a 16 millimeter image circle. So we've been testing it with a 585 sensor, and it works quite well, but you could go up to a 533.
Nice.
And tiny pixels for this thing. Even a 585, I think, is oversampled on it.
Wow.
Over, under, I can never remember the other way around. But they are 15.7 inches long and 8.4 pounds, so it's easily a carry-on telescope. So if you're going out to some remote dark sky site, you could fly with this with you. It's tiny. We call it a mini graph is our nickname for it. The dew shield does come with it. This one bayonets off, or dovetails. It comes with the telescope, revealing the front lens and the camera mounts. What you will notice here is this is a tiny little Skywatcher camera, which is currently in development that matches it, so it doesn't add to the obstruction. I believe there's a 533 model that's also being worked on. It comes with 3 adapters. There's a male and female T-thread adapter, depending on what camera company you're working with. And then there'll be an 1.25" version for like those lipstick style guide cameras if you need something simple.
Well, what type of, now with this, can you also have a filter drawer or filter adapter spider?
There's no drawer because the back focus is incredibly narrow at 12.5 millimeters. But each adapter does have 1.25" threads inside of there, so you could pop it in there, but you'd have to pop the camera on and off. There's just not enough room on this little guy for a filter drawer. So.
But you can at least get like a 1.25", like dual band or something like that.
Just get the high-speed ones. And then for cable management on the dew shield, there's a little port right here, and the little cables can pop out through there. At least one. Obviously, if you're using a cooled camera, it'll take more. Now, cooled cameras are going to have a larger body. We've been testing with the ZWO 585 cooled. It does add more obstruction. You're still mathematically, I think, running around f2.5, which is still crazy fast. But you can use the smaller cooled body cameras on it.
Now, see, this is also sitting on one of the waves, which are the harmonic drives, which are pretty cool.
This would be an ideal system right here. It's tiny, and it's light. So you could literally fly with this thing if you wanted to. It'd be a lot of fun to do that, actually. I want to get 4 of them and do LRGB and have a little array shoot, but that's a first world problem right there.
No problem. Thank you. Now, you also have, of course, our big guys. We have the CQ350.
Yeah, we've got our big spread of all the mounts here pretty much, from our EQ8R all the way down to the little Star Adventure and everybody in between. So we really brought the fleet. This is one of our biggest booths we've ever done. 2.2 tons of equipment were shipped to the show.
Well, we appreciate that. So thank you.
Of course.
Again, Kevin, thank you so much. Skywatcher, thank you guys again. Great work with these things. I cannot wait to get my hands on my Helios Star. It's going to be awesome.
They're in stock. They're going to start shipping probably within the month. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys again. Appreciate your time.
Of course. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. And we'll see you guys again. Thanks. Hey guys, I'm over here with my man Tyler here from Explorer Scientific. Yeah, we're not going to worry about that right now. How's it going, buddy?
I'm the CEO for the day.
Oh, you're CEO for today? And we want to talk here about this new Explorer Scientific mount we have here. How do you pronounce it?
iXOS.
iXOS.
200.
200. Nice. Ultra portable. So tell me a little about this, buddy.
So, as you said, it's ultra portable. It's an iXOS 200. The beauty part about it is it comes apart in multiple pieces.
Multiple pieces, so it's modular.
It is modular. That's what makes it ultra portable.
Cool. Ah!
So you got 3 key lugs or tension screws that you literally take it off and boop, and you wander around with it all day long, skip, hop, whatever.
Okay.
The beauty part about it is the payload capacity.
Yeah, because I'm looking at this
Now,
guy
safely, we're saying 45 pounds.
Okay.
Until I get home next week and put a 102 on top of this, then start having fun with it.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
You know, we've completely overhauled everything. We gave it I don't know the technical term. You're more in the IT world. Mm-hmm. It's a shark fin antenna for Wi-Fi.
Okay.
So it's a lot more robust as far as an antenna. Still does ASI air, ASCOM, Wi-Fi, serial connection, all that stuff. And it's just so much.
Now, as far as, so you can use the ASI air to go to. Does it also have its own hand controller if you needed to, or do you need to use an app?
There's no more hand paddle.
Oh, really?
No more hand controllers. Now, we may have the option in the future to do the hand paddle if needed, but we're, phone.
Smart.
Hand paddle.
There you go. That's it. Smart. There you go. Everybody's got a phone.
Some do.
Well, most people, I guess. Yeah, sure. Okay, so you said the weight capacity is about 40.
Until I completely thoroughly test it, we're going to be safe and say 45 pounds.
Okay, 45 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So you have the adaptability to put a pole master on, and have a cover for it. If anybody still uses a pole master.
Yeah.
That kind of deal. We have a dual saddle plate now.
Nice. Okay.
So that way you can put your 152 that you're going to get.
No comment.
On it.
So you have D, and we have D, and we have V
Nixon.
on it. So
D and V. And it comes with 2 counterweights. Now, if you look at the counterweights, you might be able to see the little slot.
Yeah.
So I can put it. It comes with 2 10 pounds.
Okay.
So that way you can put one if you're not using it, right there on the T-bar.
Oh, okay.
So it keeps it a nice weight right here on the tray.
Yep.
That way you have that central pull towards everything.
Okay.
It's a lot smoother azimuth adjustment along with the altitude adjustment. And it's just a little bit beefier board, a little bit beefier motors. That way you can move all this lighter stuff.
Now, when will this be introduced?
Probably late summer, early fall.
Okay. Okay. Have we have an idea of our price point just yet?
Maybe.
Maybe.
If you want to get it now, it's $1,500.
Okay. Okay. It's
now,
not bad.
Depending on a certain individual that wants to have fun with certain numbers that he's doing, it potentially could go up.
It could go. It could go. You never know. I'm not saying anything. I'm not going there. I'm not leaving it alone.
We don't do politics.
We don't do politics here. No, we don't do politics here. But okay, so right now we're looking at around 15. Okay, so that's
$1,600. The beauty part about it is we have bubble levels everywhere now.
Nice. That's going to be helpful for everybody.
That way when you balance your 152,
you're never going to let that go, are you?
Nope. Now that you got a software bisque mount, never.
Oh, yeah. We got to go talk about that a little bit later. Yeah, so sure. All right, cool. So, no, but Tyler, man, thank you so much for showing this to us, man. I really appreciate it. So this is the iXOS 200 Ultra Portable Mount. Oh, man. That's right. I can be taught. I can speak normally. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Dude. You guys be good.
All righty. Hey everybody, this is Eric with AstroWorld TV, and I'm here with Ron from Celestron, and we're here to talk about their latest offering, the Moon Mission Edition, right?
Yeah, that's what we're calling it, the Moon Mission Edition. So our theory here is that, we are big fans of the space program, past, present, and future, and we want to kind of give that to the customer. Okay. So what we've done is we've branded these to be very Starship looking.
Okay.
You can see the Moon Mission logo is very reminiscent of, NASA and that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So the original line here to kick it off, it is 2 travel scope telescopes, 160 millimeter, 170 millimeter. Each, like our normal travel scopes, comes with a really nice bag, backpack. And comes with 2 eyepieces, a Barlow lens, that kind of thing, nice little accessories, and these are nice entry-level scopes. The 60 is right in the $79-$99 range, and the 70 is $99 or so.
Okay. And you have a table.
And then we have a tabletop Dobbs. This is a parabolic mirror, not a spherical mirror, so a nice piece of glass. So you get nice, clear images. This is in the $159 range, so it's a 100 millimeter aperture.
Nice.
Yeah.
And its focal length is an f4, right?
It is.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's a 400 millimeter focal length.
Exactly.
Nice. So, and are these available now?
They are. Yeah, they're available on our website and dealers.
Okay. Awesome. Well, Ron, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.
You got it.
All right. Thanks a lot. We are over here at Stella View, and this is, of course, Mr. Vic, the man here, and we've got a whole bunch of stuff here. Oh, Galileo. Is that Galileo Galilei? I'm sorry. This is the man. The man.
So,
Yes.
so I'm here with the Pope. I'm a little nervous.
Your Holiness. Yeah. Thank you.
You were saying I should write up my treatise, right? You wanted to do a thing with the diamond.
We would like to see the treatise. We'd like to see the real news of what's in the sky. He's a famous blasphemer. And we just can't trust the fake news. The tricks of optics and this sort of magic and witchcraft is just no place in the church. And we're very much interested to see what he has to say and interested in setting the record straight.
I see. Mr. Galilei?
I am totally misunderstood in my own time.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. But what do you say to His Holiness here?
I'll do whatever I have to do. The Inquisition, is a bad thing for me. For me.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Well, yeah. But I wrote a story. I told how two different views. I had the great, wonderful scientist and his view, and then of course the other view, the Simplicio wrote. So yes. So I.
Simplicito, is that a dig? Is that a dig at me? Am I a simpleton to you?
I think you should talk to Maria Celeste.
Yes, Sister Maria. Well, what do you have to say about this? I mean, you're caught between two people. You're caught between your father and your Holy Father. So, what do you say to this?
Oh, but Papa, repent. Repent, Papa. Please, Papa. I want you to go to heaven. I worry for your
I'm a very
immortal
religious
soul.
man. I pray about 4 hours each day. But when I'm praying, I'm thinking about how things move. I was praying for 4 hours, and the door opened and the pendulum swing back and forth. And while I was doing that, I thought, I think it takes an equal amount of time to go from one end to the other. So I take on my pulse. And sure enough, the time is the same. And I thought, we could, in the future, we could invent a device that would tell you what time it is from that.
What do you say about this, Mr. Holland, Mr. Pope?
Again, more tricks of optics, is glass, these mechanical toys. It's children's stuff. It's a stories. It's not worthy of the elevated vestments that you see before you.
It's a pretty hot outfit.
It is. It really is. It's really swang. I am highly impressed with this. This is also very, very nice. Sister, you look like, of course, with your habits and everything, so very, very much. Mr. Galilei, thank you so much. This is going to be a debate that we're going to go through for centuries, unfortunately.
No debate.
No debate?
No debate.
No debate? No debate. So Galileo's right then.
Someday I think I might be a big deal. Someday. I'm apparently they're going to put me in a house arrest. But while I'm there, I'm going to study things because I think, my dream is to become known as the father of modern physics.
Yes, and I can see that happening.
It could happen.
It could happen.
Yeah.
But what about the father of the cosmos?
Oh, there's no question. It's an almighty God.
Papa, if you need to know what time it is, His Holiness will tell you. He knows.
I don't have his Facebook ID. I'm sorry, I can't.
His X handle, maybe Instagram.
Instagram, yeah, I should do that. Yeah.
Maybe Instagram's not that bad.
We're on Popogram.
Papagram. Very good, very good. Well, thank you. So. Hey everybody, this is Eric with AstroWorld, and I am here with Luca, the one, the only Astro Koala. Oh my God, I'm kind of, yeah, this is big. So hey, how you doing?
Hi Eric, I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. I'm having the time of my life here.
Awesome. So is this your first Neaf?
It is absolutely. It's the first time I've gotten to come, and it's been a blast.
Yeah. What have been some of the things that have really impressed you so far? Being here in New York and at Neaf and everything. Has anything really caught your eye?
A lot of things, I would say. So from one side, obviously, I'm interested in all the companies and all the new things that are coming out. But on the other hand, it's been just great connecting with a lot of people that, I may have known from like online different forums or whatever. And that everybody just comes together here and, we geek out together with all the news.
Right?
Yeah, I know.
I know. I'm right there. I'm geeking out here right now.
Yeah. It's like Disneyland for us. And so it's very nice that we have a place we all come together and, with all the talks and huge companies with their really like senior engineers, and you get to ask them questions directly. It's great.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I'm having a blast here. This is my third one here. This is your first. How do you like New York so far? Have you had a chance to get around New York yet at all?
So I actually only flew in Friday night. I came here directly from the airport.
Okay.
But so I'm staying here today and then 2 days at Neaf.
Okay.
And after that, I will be staying in the city for about 5 days. So I will get to visit a lot of it. I mean, I had been before, but I love the city. I'm so happy to come back again.
No, that's awesome. Awesome. So maybe catch a Broadway show, do something like that. All right. No, that's all good. Okay. Is there any type of, I know we've got so many things here that have come out. I mean, you've got the CAA that's come out recently. You've got, new smart telescopes. Are there any innovations, in your opinion, that have really, that has taken astronomy and astrophotography really by storm, in the past couple of years? In your opinion, what do you think? Is there anything in particular? Is there anything in particular?
Yeah, I think that within the past 2 to 3 years, the whole range of smart telescopes that have become so affordable and so widespread, it has really taken the world by storm, because you get all these people that have never, looked up at the sky potentially before. They never looked into a telescope before, and now, they can pay $300-400, bucks, and then they get to see their own galaxy. And the great thing about it is that it's very accessible. But then you get a percentage of those people that really, fall in love with this world, and then they, want to learn more about it, and they end up buying, maybe a more serious telescope, or they get into observation or potentially astrophotography. So I think that has been the biggest change. And so now all the companies are trying to do one way or the other are doing that. For example, I saw the new Pegasus Astro Smart Eye thing for the first time live yesterday, and they announced it I think a year ago.
Yeah.
And I saw it in my hand, and they let you look inside with some pre-recorded images, and I think that's probably going to be a big hit, because that's combining photography and looking at stuff. So I think that's great.
Yeah. No, absolutely. There's so many cool things that are happening right now, like the Smart Eye. I mean, we're right over here with PrimaLuce. They've got a lot of stuff here. I'm going to talk to these guys again. You've got the Sea Star. You've got the Dwarf. You've got so many things here, and I'm just really, I'm geeking out here, really. So it's really awesome. I see you all the time on YouTube. I'm a subscriber. Thank you so much for what you do, to help out the astronomy community and astrophotography community. So, and I really hope you have a great time here.
Thank you so much for saying that, and I'm very happy that I got to meet you. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Hey, this is Eric with AstroWorld. We have Andre here from OG StarTech. Welcome to. Thank you. Appreciate it. Now, this is your first Neaf?
Yeah, this is my first Neaf.
Nice. And you have a new star tracker that you'd like to introduce to us. Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I will tell you a lot of things about it. Yeah,
Okay.
everything you want to know. So,
Why don't you take the mic?
Yeah. I felt you are holding it in the hand. Should I take it or?
No, you go right ahead and you show us what.
Okay. So, a few very interesting features. It's highly accurate. It has periodic error of 10 to 15 arc seconds, which means at 300 millimeters, I'm able to take 2-minute long unguided exposures without a problem. It can hold 4 kilograms of payload, but this is not the most interesting stuff. Also, it's modular, which means that here you can change the laser or a polar scope or vice versa. It depends on what you like. lasers are easier to use. Polar scopes you can use near airports, and that are pain in the ass.
Yeah, but this is light though. No, it's nice. And how much does this weigh?
1.4 kilos.
Yeah, no, this is awesome. Just a couple pounds. No, so this is really cool.
Yeah.
And you have our altitude here.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. No, altitude and azimuth. No, this is awesome. So yeah.
Azimuth, yeah. The wedge is integrated into the body for easy transport and for sturdiness, because it's 3D printed, but then that it's sturdy. You can take a mic.
Yeah.
Look. You can trade in your hand when I will unfold it like that. Like how sturdy it is. Like you can move it. It's like rock sturdy, even though it's plastic. Really try it.
No, that's solid. Yeah. No, you can't. You're not moving that sucker. No, that's locked in. So, no,
someone would think like plastic that it would flex, but I take a lot of time to make sure it doesn't flex, and materials like this is made from ABS with glass fibers. It's it's reinforced, and also it can be used for solar imaging because it can surround like up to 90 degrees.
Okay.
So I really took the time to make it comparable, but.
How long did it take you to come up with the concept and design this?
Oh, actually, it was a kind of long journey.
Okay.
Yeah, because first time when I was starting out with astrophotography, I didn't have enough money to buy a proper star tracker. So I built a star tracker. It was called Open Astro Tracker, but it was like huge, big, really unpractical. So I decided to build my own small star tracker, which is this, and I was working on it for the past 3 years.
Oh, nice. And is it available now?
Yeah, it's available now. Yeah, we are selling a kit for $230 and fully built ones for $260. And if you like to, you can actually build it yourself because it's open source at the same time.
Nice.
So all the LCLs are available for free. And I want to tell you about one special feature that no other tracker has.
Okay.
I think it will make a difference. We are still working on integrating it, but it will be a deal breaker, I think.
Okay.
It will become in a few months. Like, imagine it will be go-to with one axis motorized.
No, go-to.
Okay. Exactly, yeah. It will be manual go-to. It will work something like that. Here you have your camera, telescope, whatever. You will point with that camera or telescope on some star, Betelgeuse, something like that. Yeah, and then you would take your phone, select an app that you are pointing at the Betelgeuse, and then from that it would know the position of the star tracker, the array and declination, and then if you would have the target object, it would automatically move in the array and would tell you how many times you need to rotate it in the declination to reach the object you want to photograph.
Oh, nice. That's pretty slick. Okay.
Easy to use, and
Yeah, it's going to be really easy to use. So Andre, thank you so much. And where can we also find the information? I'm sure you have a website.
Yeah, I have a website. It's called ogstartech.com.
Okay.
And one, maybe last thing, is that, we have, what's it called? Yeah, we have an app for the tracker that you can go connect to the app and control the tracker from there.
Okay, is it both Android and Apple?
Yeah, it's also for your smart fridge.
Oh, okay, so I can actually go get something to eat and then I can run it from the fridge too.
Yeah, from the fridge too.
Oh, nice, man. Well, thank you so much, Andre.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Good luck with this. Thank you.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you again.
Bye.
Hey guys, this is Eric with AstroWorld TV, and I have two my very good friends here, Filippo and Tom from PrimaLuce Lab. What's going on, man? What's going on? We're right next door neighbors. We're all hanging out. We're very proud to be AstroWorld Telescope PrimaLuce dealers here for the U.S. So, Filippo, how you doing, man?
Oh, very good. Thank you very much. I'm so happy to be here.
Yes.
I'm so happy to be here together with Tom.
Yeah.
And we are showing our latest developments, so it's fantastic.
Yes. Now, speaking of latest developments, there's a few things here that are just grabbed me from just since Friday. Oh. But first one I want to go. Let's take about the observatory.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's start here with with this thing. So let's go for it.
So, This is the PL Observatory Station. So we name PL Observatory Stations our complete solution that include all our devices like the Eagle, the Esatto, the Giotto, the Arco, all the devices that we develop to convert any optical telescope into a remotely operated telescope.
Nice.
In a turnkey system, including dome, mount, and everything. So the reality is that when this is our own observatory, because
we're selfish. We built this for ourselves.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
It all starts with a selfish need.
Because we needed a test bench for all our technologies.
Of course.
So especially internally in PrimaLuce Lab, we have a team of developers. The problem we have is that they work on something, and then we need to check it under real condition, night sky.
Yes.
So what we did is that we have our own telescopes, we bring outside, we test everything, but you spend a lot of time, even if with the Eagle and everything is faster, easier, but in any case you have to move, it's not very efficient, and we were thinking, okay, we need something like a car circuit if you are a car manufacturer.
Right.
So we call it astronomical observatory, Okay. So, and we designed one because we think, okay, we can buy domes, we can buy any other device. We will buy for sure telescopes or OTAs because we are not an OTA manufacturer. But, we installed in previous years different domes from other manufacturers, and we gain a lot of knowledge and what works, what doesn't. And so we said together, talking with Omar, our head designer, we said, okay, why don't we design our own dome? Nice. Different, with special solutions, because this will be our own observatory. So design a dome for our own observatory, and he did that essentially. So
this is amazing.
This is a clamshell design, 3-meter diameter dome, fully fiberglass. So essentially, this dome fully closed and opens completely, giving you the full sky view, the view of the sky.
Yep.
And when he finished, we said, okay, now we need to buy a mount. Okay. Which mount do we buy?
What mount would you buy for the ultimate installation?
We say, why don't we design a different thing?
Okay.
It's a very complex thing to do, but we like challenges.
I always knew that Omar could build. I always wanted to see if Omar built a mount, what would it be?
And now it exists. So this is the model.
Okay, so this is the model of that mount.
But this is the 3D printed design, final design of a complete system that we actually have in the company that is under testing.
Wow.
If you come in Italy, you arrive in Italy, we welcome you, of course.
Yeah.
We have a pizza together.
There you go. Okay, now we're talking.
Okay, very good. And then I show you this for real.
Oh,
okay. So essentially, right now, we built a mount that is a direct drive Altaz mount with 350 pounds photographic payload capacity, 27-bit absolute encoders, and sub-arc second resolution with a go-to speed up to 19 degrees per second.
Wow.
Okay? That's the mount that we would like to have.
Yeah.
So it was a big work for Omar and for the entire team.
Yeah.
They are working on that, still improving and developing things, but this exists in reality. And we are going to install this together with the radio telescopes and antenna that we make also in our PL Space Center that we are going to open in the next few months.
Wait, the PL Space Center?
Yeah, it is.
Are you serious?
All of our products are installed.
Yeah.
And tested.
Oh, God.
So
That's
we are going to open a large facility where you will find the Spider radio telescope to capture radio astronomy data.
Yeah.
Then you will have the Intrepid radio ground station to talk with the satellite.
Wow.
And then you will find also this observatory station together with our dome and our mount.
This
Yeah.
rocks. This rocks.
And of course, fitted with all our devices because it's naturally with the Eagle.
Yeah.
You have to jot. These are two. So this is the Edge 14,
Okay.
and then you have the Rasa 11.
Okay.
huge OTAs
Two
on it.
huge OTAs.
Okay.
Same mount.
But
Wow.
I would say that the mount is even oversized. So the mount may carry even more. We did that because you never know
Yeah.
what's next.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And
you
the-
guys are always scheming.
Yeah.
They may want to put an Edge 14 on one side and a Volkswagen on the other.
you never know.
Yeah, you never know. Or even a seat with me watching at the sky.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. You have this, and you're like this. Yeah. Wow, that's
Swinging
imaging.
19 beats
Swinging
per
it.
second.
Exactly. I'm loving it.
So, and what's fun that actually we designed and we manufactured this for our own, you know. And what is happening right now is that people see this and say, "Oh, can you do the same for me also?" So we are actually thinking.
That's how
well,
most of our products start.
Yeah, essentially. Well, back on 2017, I had an Edge 9.25, and I used that with all the Eagle and all the devices that we had back then for my astrophotography.
Yeah.
But one night, I was successfully shooting the Stefan Quintet, but I had to manually refocus every time.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
you know?
Yes. Yes.
So the day after, I came back to the company and I said to Omar, "You need to design an automatic focuser for the Edge," and that's where the Esatto was born. Essentially, that's the idea of the Esatto.
And you know, I have one of those. So,
Very
and I
good.
absolutely love that thing.
So now you know the story. So now,
Dustin's over there like, yeah, I have one. I have one.
Dustin has
I
one
have
too.
one.
Yeah, just like we rocking that thing.
I remember when I got my first Esatto from Omar and he sent it to me and I had it on my Edge 11.
Yeah.
I remember when I went to do autofocus the first time and I didn't change the step size between the focus points. I had it set from my previous focuser. And
How many
I think it was like 350 steps between.
That's a lot. Yeah.
No, well, for a normal
For a
focuser,
normal-
you would
normal.
think, right?
But
But
now
I
it's
get
like even-
I get a straight line,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
doesn't
what's
work.
going on?
Doesn't work.
And I tell Omar, I'm like, I'm only getting a straight line. He goes, well, what's your step size? I told him, he goes, oh, you need to multiply that by like 20.
You need to go by. Much.
And I'm like, really? He goes, it's such a high resolution.
Yeah.
You know, it's a 0.04
.04
mic
Yeah.
per
Yeah.
step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's insane.
So I had to put like 4,000 steps in there, and I finally got a curve. I was like, okay.
That was the same thing with me because you know
So
I was just so stuck the same way. It was like this flat curve and I was like this flat line, and then then I had to call Dan, and he was like, "No, you've got to go much further. Go big.
Go big.
there was even a software.
We broke SGP when we first came out with the Esatto because their focus range went from 0 to 100,000. And the Esatto
we need
goes
more.
to like
We need more.
almost 800,000 steps.
Yeah.
And so we told him, it's like, well, we get to 100,000 and then the focuser would disconnect. And so I reached out to their support, and within like a few hours, he goes, oh, yeah, I can see why that is. And so he goes, we added a digit.
We went from 100,000 to 1 million. Why not?
Yeah, there you go. So fixed.
Yeah.
So essentially, this is one of the new things that we are doing.
Nice.
It's still our own observatory, let's say, but we are thinking about releasing something, the dome especially.
Okay.
Then we'll see about the mount. We'll see. We'll see what's next in the future.
Now let me ask you this: I saw over here this monstrosity of a focuser.
Yeah.
You guys have
Esatto Gigante.
Esatto Gigante.
Yeah. Yeah, Gigante's not. Yeah. So let's talk about this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Fill me in.
This is a rotating focuser. Okay? So this is the 7.5 inches version of the Esatto LP with the Arco 7 inches.
7 inches.
7 inches Arco.
Do me a favor.
What's the payload?
Filippo.
It's difficult. It's difficult.
Okay, see, no, stop. I don't want you getting a hernia.
No.
I don't want you getting a hernia.
There you go.
Oh, this is sick. You see this? Oh my God. Oh, hold on. We need. This is sick.
It is.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That's
the-
a massive.
The reality is that we had a company related to a space institute that they are building this huge telescope.
Okay.
It's Altaz mounted, and they are developing this thing for space monitoring, for space debris stuff, so for SSA,
Okay.
space situational awareness.
Yeah. So, we avoid Armageddon, you know. So,
Yeah. So, and they have this big telescope using a 40 kilo, 90 pounds camera with multi-sensor, with an array of sensor, and they are in trouble in trying to find the best solution because they also have a very short back focus, and they saw our Esatto 2 LP and 3.5 inches LP with the Arco, so so very small optical thickness, and they reached out to us and they said, okay, can you oversize it? Can you create something bigger? And we say, how much?
How much bigger? Gigante, right?
So they say, okay, we need 40 kilos and we need a 7 inches free aperture. And I watch it, Omar, and say, can we do it? I want to reply yes. Omar, you have to do it. Do it, please do it. And he did it. It's a challenge. I mean, this unit is essentially, you see, it's really an Esatto, okay, with an Arco. It works the same way, okay, but it was a mechanical challenge because it's not only the fact that it's larger, but the weight stress that you have to take account for. We never considered in the astrophotography application,
right?
Because 40 kilos, 90 pounds is.
That's a huge camera.
Yeah. So, and we made for them, we shipped and delivered, and they are installing it, and they are very happy because it fixed their problem essentially. But for us, is the proof that we can do something special, not only for our telescope we love to use, but something bigger, because essentially they use for this special professional application huge telescopes, so they need a gigante focuser.
Yeah,
we are able to do that.
There you go.
So
that's absolutely amazing. Now you've recently released. I have that. I have a Giotto.
Yeah, that is a
That's
Giotto.
a Giotto.
It's a special Giotto.
A special Giotto.
It's a special Giotto, yeah. So essentially this is another new thing that we present in here at the Neaf, is a special Giotto that we specifically designed for the Origin telescope.
Oh, for
the Celestron Origin telescope.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Because essentially, well, the good thing is, first of all, I'm a Celestron user. I love their telescope.
Same here.
I'm using, as you do, the Edge HD by years, and so it's. And first of all, when they reached to ask if we could make such a thing for their telescope, it was fantastic. I mean, I couldn't imagine this a few years ago. So it was
nice. This is awesome. Great opportunity.
And they asked us because essentially they use the Giotto in order to calibrate the Origin in their factory. They already use the Giotto.
Okay.
But they also want their user to be able to rotate the camera that is integrated into the Origin. But at that point, the problem is that the pre-calibrated flat frame is no more valid,
right.
So you need to take another Giotto. So we developed a special version of the Giotto that connects and fit directly on the Origin, and it fits. And then, of course, having the Wi-Fi with the virtual handpad, you can control the Giotto with the same device that you use to control the Origin. That is not a computer, but a smartphone.
Nice.
So it's easy for the user to recalibrate the Origin with the Giotto. And there you go.
There you go. That's genius. Now you guys have brought also, you have the Eagle 6 out now.
Yeah. So the big thing, of course, for us is the Eagle. Yeah. So can we look at that? Yeah. So we have one different Eagle. There you go.
Yeah.
So this is the new Eagle 6. You know that this is the 6th generation, so we started 10 years ago, but this is the 6th generation. So this year, not only we improve the processors, so you have more speed, you have more memory, you have Wi-Fi 6E, so it's even you have a 3-band essentially.
Yes.
So that means that you have an extended range, you know, and it's way better. So, but more to this, we added 2 main features that derives from the remote control of the telescopes. So the best technologies to remote control the largest telescope integrated into the Eagle. And I'm referring to the observatory actions that are these 2 ports, control in and control out port. So now the Eagle 6 can be connected to external devices like a weather station, security systems, that if they come with the right contact, they can connect to the control in port, and you can set in the Eagle Manager a precise action that you would like the Eagle to execute automatically. Like remove power if it starts raining, or remove power if someone enter in my observatory for safety reason, you know? Or with the same port, but the control out port, you can connect to a mount that is not powered through the Eagle. For example, a 10 micron mount, a paramount, mount that requires more than 12 volts that are provided by the Eagle.
Right.
You know, now you can power them on through the Eagle. It's an easy way in order to remotely power and turn on your observatory, even with large instruments.
Nice. That's really smart. That's really smart.
Observatory actions. On the other side of the Eagle, we have the lights out management. It looks like an Ethernet port, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like an Ethernet port.
Yeah. So it looks like an Ethernet port, but it's not a standard Ethernet port. So when you connect a cable, an Ethernet cable to that port, you are now able to access the Eagle remotely, independently from the operative system. So you don't connect anymore only to Windows, but you can connect to a web page where you see all the data. You are able to remotely turn on the Eagle without having to press the on button.
Correct.
That's a very nice feature.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you can see all the ports, all the data from the sensor. So this allows you to remotely check what's going on, even if you have no access to the operative system. This technology, lights out management, is usually used in data centers.
Exactly, yes.
So when essentially they have the need to check what's going on in these important data centers, and we move this type of technology to the Eagle. And this is to provide the best remote control technology that you would expect for big, important, large, complete telescopes, like research type telescope, you have on the Eagle. So this may be in your telescope, in the telescope that you can use every day.
Yeah, this is going to be great, especially if you're, like you say, remote telescopes, like say like it's Starfront, stuff like, areas like that. That's, you're maybe hundreds of miles away.
You want to turn it on, you want to reboot. Now it's easier.
Yes.
There were a way in order to do that already with the previous version, but now it's a lot easier.
Oh, wow, Filippo, this is some amazing stuff here, man. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Hey, this is Eric with AstroWorld TV, and I'm here with Brian from AstroPhysics, from my home state of Illinois. So, so thank you, Brian, for letting us hang out with you for a little bit here.
Yeah, thanks for coming by, and, good for the Illinois people to be here, right, representing.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, you have some new things going on here at AstroPhysics, and I'm really curious about what those are. So, can you share them with us?
Yeah, we'd love to do it. So, we announced, it's unusual for us, but we announced 3 new products yesterday. So, for this show, these are all brand new.
Wow.
The first thing I want to start with is we have 2 new telescopes. These are brand new designs, so these have been worked on for a number of years by our master optician and obviously owner of the company, Roland Christian. This is the 190 F6 Christian Super Achromat. It is an absolutely astonishing refractor. It's probably the second largest one we've ever built.
This is huge.
But what's remarkable about this is a couple things. So first of all, It is a f6. You don't see refractors of this size, anything below, usually f7, f8, something like that. The second thing is what's called a super achromat. So not many people know what this means, but it's not just a marketing buzz term. It's a fourth level of correction. So you've got kind of your singlets, you've got your achromats, you've got your apos, and then a super achromat corrects for what's called spherochromatism. So it means that across all of the colors, they're all going to be focused at exactly the same point and all be sharp. And that's an extraordinary level of correction you just don't see anywhere else.
Wow, that's
in
amazing.
a refractor, yeah. So this 190 f6 is a super achromat. It covers 64 millimeter diagonal, which means that that's going to be the largest medium format cameras that are out there, not just the 50 millimeter squares, but the 150s as well. It's an absolutely enormous imaging platform. Now, the second telescope we've done, that I'm just going to point at right over here, is the 155. So this is the matched 155 millimeter version.
Okay.
That's, again, it's an f6. It's a Christian super achromat. It has the same 64 millimeter diagonal. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit smaller. These are all both super compact, super lightweight. This is only 36 pounds, this telescope.
That's only 36 pounds?
Only 36 pounds. So they're lightweight. They're designed to be sort of, regular humans can manage them. But when it comes to imaging, our third product we announced is the 1150 GTO. So this is an upgrade. This is a successor to the 1100, our most popular mount for a long time. So as you may know, we've had the Mach 2 that we showed.
Yeah, the Mach 2 for some time.
So we've loved that. It's got the absolute encoders built into that. It's got what we call sky-aware clutches. So you loosen the clutches, it never forgets where it is, can't get lost. We've added those features now into the 1100. So we've got the same options for the encoders. When you loosen the clutches, when you have the encoders, it will never get lost. We've increased the capacity of the mount to 125 pounds. It's got through-the-mount cabling now, which is fantastic. It now includes Ethernet. We're starting to see a lot of more advanced types of things going on, with computers and so forth. So we're really, really pleased with this. This is actually, we've got a notification list for this now. That you can find out about it at our website, astro-physics.com. This one we've just announced. We haven't done anything with it yet. We're kind of seeing what the reaction is, which has been pretty amazing so far. The 155, which is an interesting story, we are entering production with that now.
Okay.
We are starting with a list of the original 155. That list right now starts in 1990.
Okay, so we got a little bit of a wait.
Well, we're going to see what happens. The list of people who have been waiting, was we had a 155 back then, and then we stopped making it, and there are people still on that waiting list. So we still want to give them a chance. We don't know how many they're going to be. Sure. But we want to give them a shot. But that's, it's very unusual. You see kind of a scope that has that kind of a waiting list. And now we've come out with an absolutely amazing version of that.
Well, Brian, thank you so much. I'm so proud of what AstroPhysics is doing representing Illinois. Yeah. So thank you so much.
Yeah,
this is some awesome stuff. Yeah. Illinois. And we would love to have you on AstroWorld TV sometime.
Oh, that'd be great. We appreciate it. Yeah, we follow you guys and we love it. And I think it's a great show. And, go Illinois.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you again.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks,
awesome.
Everybody.
Hey, this is Eric again, and I'm here with Rolf from Airy Disk. Rolf, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for taking the time.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Now, is this your first Neaf?
We came to the last year's Neaf.
Okay, you came to last year's Neaf. Okay, and I was really interested. I mean, this is it's a crazy set of binoculars.
Well, we think it's the best binocular of the whole Neaf for two main reasons. Okay. One, it has a 90-degree viewing angle, so you can look at objects all above you. And with the crank, you can crank it up high enough. And the second reason, you can use 2-inch eyepieces.
Wow, yeah, no, I noticed that. Yeah, no, so you get some really good eye relief.
You get a great field of view, and it's lots of fun.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. This is something else.
This is based on our 6-inch double ED.
Okay.
And all our large scopes can be had in a twin bino configuration. We noticed many of our customers, they're visual guys, that's why they're looking for the Hoya FCD100 glass or your FCD1, and many of them use a bino viewer. So most of our other scopes, including the 140 that we might look later,
we will.
You can unscrew the rear section to reduce the back focus to accommodate bino viewers or other equipment.
Wow.
And so
this is 152 millimeter on each lens. Wow. And f7.5?
F5.
Oh, this is f5.
They're short and stubby.
Yes, that's true. That's true. What am I? And we have this on this. Is this?
It's a
come
carbon
with it?
tripod.
Carbon tripod. Okay.
Well, so we have two setups.
Okay.
If you already have a large enough mount, this would be like 50 pounds.
Okay.
And you like go to, we could sell you two scopes. We add the ribs and a Los Mandy for $900.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
it would be $7,800, and you put it on your own existing Los Mandy mount.
Gotcha.
And if you want to do it manually, then we offer you this tripod with brass based.
Yeah. And I mean,
Bearings?
yeah, you have the best bearings, everything, and no, this would be fantastic. Now I know you want to show me the 140, so let's talk a little bit about this.
Sure.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's our triplet 140,
Yep.
and it has that removable rear section I was
Okay.
mentioning.
Yeah.
And so many people like this because, for bino viewers, you need just a shorter
You need a
tube.
shorter tube. So so you can go from instead of going with the 152, you can go with the.
We also have a bino based on the 140, and we have a bino based on our 204 triplet.
Nice. This is awesome. And what does this usually go for? Either
This
140?
usually retails for $3,990, and we offer 10% discount for Neaf.
Beneath, nice. And you have a little guy over here that's 85.
That's our smallest triplet. That's the 85. We also have 85 doublet. Actually, that's our smallest. That's the
little
60
baby,
again.
little baby.
Little baby. So it's also a double lenser with optional 3-lens reducer.
Yep.
Not reducer. It's just a flattener.
Oh, so
It's a
flattener?
one-time.
Okay.
And so this is a 3-lens. So together you get a 5-lens
get
APS-C imaging. Well,
Is it
I
kinda
think
like-
the
kinda like
word
is it kinda-
Petzval is like the if it has like really long back focus, right,
What's-
and it's very parallel, then I think you could call it a Petzval. But most telescopes with reducers are just reducers,
Yeah.
so they're not perfectly flat.
That's true.
Field.
That's true. That's a good
And so-
point. No, but this is good. And how much does this little guy weigh? No, this is light. No, so
Yeah.
this is good for travel. Perfect for travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love 60s because they're just easy just to pack up, put them on the plane with you, and you just go. So I just love those. So no, and no, you've got some great setups here. I mean, this is what really caught me was this guy.
Yeah, this is really the
This
It's
is-
also the most fun, like because it's just fun.
Yeah, I mean, this is just I just want to go over here and just it all reminds me like you see cartoons and you have the big guys have the big you just go around and they have the big eyes that pop out.
Someone yesterday said the binos on Japanese warships.
Exactly. well, Rolf, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
I hope you had a great Neaf.
I hope you had one too.
Yeah, it's been a blast. So thank you again, Airy Disk, and we'll see you guys soon.